Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys when exactly I knew that an IZNA member would debut. But I'll be brutally honest and tell you when I felt like they'd for sure debut, rather than when they just did well in a performance. Keep in mind that this is my opinion and you're allowed to have your own. Well then, let's start.
최정은입니다.
You might disagree with me, but personally, only after she was announced as a finalist did I feel like she'd actually debut. The on-site performance viewers had constantly given her lower scores to the point where even viewers on Twitter started discussing if she'd debut, saying that it's quote-unquote unrealistic. But after seeing her rank second in the semi-final, I knew she'd debut. I think most of us knew she'd debut at day one. Whilst I've never watched Are You Next, I could tell that people were excited to see her again, and most of those people stayed with her throughout the entire show. Her fans were always promoting her and working hard to make sure she gets all of the benefits, like the coffee truck or the in-ear monitors. Her fans did everything to make sure she debuts, and honestly, I think it would have been stupid of Mnet to not debut her. Honestly, at the beginning of the show, I never thought she'd debut, mainly because Mnet wanted her to be the villain so bad. Luckily, she was one of the people the public didn't fail, and after Mnet realized that she will never be the villain they want her to be, they started showing her in a more positive light. This performance overall showed me as well that she is very much capable of giving outstanding performances, and I started adding her to my preferred lineups. Coco has always stood out to me, but Spicy was when I realized that not only is she a really good dancer, but she's also a really talented rapper. You could tell that Mnet wanted to push her more as a rapper, so they could have her in the final group as the main rapper. I do think the interim rank check we got before the finale gave me a slight scare and made me question if she'll actually debut. But luckily her fans panic voted for her and she was the first member to get announced. I've always thought of her as a very talented girl, but after the Four Walls performance I really started to believe she'll debut, mainly because the judges were never that harsh when talking about her mistakes. It made me think that, oh, if she doesn't debut through votes, she'll debut through PD pick, which isn't a bad thing by the way. But her fans actually pulled through and made her debut in 5th place through fan votes. I think for most of the show, the producers really liked Mai, and after she was complimented for her impact even with short parts, I realized that she'll most likely debut. Before the finale, I always thought that if there's a PD pick, Mai will most likely be chosen. Since I Will Always Love You though, Mai has massively improved and I can very much understand why she was chosen. At the end of the day, she ranked 7th in votes, so she would have made it no matter what, and I'm glad we have her in IZNA.
정세비 아일랜더입니다.
Maybe it's because she has been my favorite since day one, but I have never watched an iland episode and felt certain that she'd debut. I think after Panorama, she got more recognition and I saw her in more people's dream lineups, but after the semi-final, people started removing her from their lineups and overall there was a lot of negative comments made about her. Then in the finale, she was a candidate twice and didn't make it, so I gave up after 6th place was announced. I have no clue whose idea it was to add a 7th member, but I'll always be so grateful because I genuinely don't know what I would be doing right now if she didn't make it. I think we got such an all-rounded group and I'm so excited to see their activities as a group. Obviously, I'm sad about some of the girls that didn't make it. But it has been a month since the finale and it's not like we can change anything anymore, so I am just hoping to see the girls that didn't make it shine somewhere else. I think all we can do now is support IZNA whilst also rooting for the other 17 girls and their future endeavors. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and stan IZNA.